What's going on, you guys? It is your boy Austin, and I just got done playing through Call of Duty Ghosts on the Xbox One for the first time since it came out in 2013 on the Xbox 360. And you know what? I think this game is extremely underrated and got way too much hate when it first came out. So without any further ado, let's jump right into today's video and start talking about the most underrated Call of Duty. So Call of Duty Ghosts is Infinity Ward's return to the series after capping off the Modern Warfare series in 2011 with Modern Warfare 3, one of the best trilogies of all time in my opinion. But not only that, this also comes out at the tail end of Black Ops 2, and they are also competing with Battlefield 4, so right out of the gate, the pressure is highly stacked against them. But hard work and determination always prevails, and Infinity Ward pushed out Call of Duty Ghosts, and I absolutely enjoyed it. And quite honestly, the only complaints I heard about the game were that the map sizes were too big and it felt like it was a Battlefield clone in multiplayer, which, fair enough, to each their own, but I'm not going to focus on the multiplayer portion of the game today. Instead, I'm going to talk about all the positive things I thought while I was replaying the campaign all these years later. So without any further ado, let's dive right in. So the entire plot of this game revolves around this guy named Rourke, who used to be a ghost who went on a mission with your dad Elias way back in the day. Stuff goes wrong, Rourke gets left behind and captured by the Federation, and they turned him into a ghost-killing machine. Rourke then becomes the head of the Federation hijacks a missile system in space, and essentially we have to stop Rourke before he and the Federation take over the entire world. Now, the story campaign isn't obviously as good as the Modern Warfare trilogy, however, I thoroughly enjoyed it for what it was. It was cool to see a family dynamic in a Call of Duty game, and what the game lacks for in the story, it definitely makes up in for visuals and atmosphere. I thoroughly enjoyed playing through the space missions and the underwater missions because although they were new, they didn't stray too far from Call of Duty roots and still felt plausible enough to go in with a story. It didn't try to change the game into something it wasn't. Black Ops 3 Infinite Warfare. Along with that, we also got another stealth mission that's kind of akin to All Gillied Up, although nowhere near as good. But I still had fun sneaking around through the jungle and trying not to get caught by the Federation. And once again, this is where the atmosphere really comes into play because the graphics on this game, especially on the newer consoles, are absolutely stunning. More specifically, like I said, the space missions, the underwater missions, and the jungle were completely immersive and I could not get enough. Another thing about Ghosts that I really like is that this is the first Call of Duty that really didn't have any achievements for beating the game or any levels on Veteran. Alright guys, that's my bad. I looked it up and there are actually 2 achievements regarding the Veteran difficulty in the Ghost campaign. The first one being just finishing the campaign on Veteran, and the other one is when you have to storm the room without taking damage on Veteran. But that's it. So now, back to the video. Which was a very nice change of pace for achievement hunters like myself, because I don't know about you guys, but games like World at War, Call of Duty 2, and some of the Modern Warfare trilogy, oh my lord, the amount of controllers I've broken and times I've been grounded from the Xbox because of those games. So it was nice playing through Ghosts on the regular difficulty setting while knowing that I could get most of the achievements on the first playthrough. Another thing I liked about this Call of Duty game is that instead of having multiple intel locations per level, it just has one Rourke file per level, which was really nice, and it was cool how we had to upload them to get them, and we can actually listen to them on the main menu once we collect them. Now, the last thing I want to talk about in Call of Duty Ghosts is the ending. And spoiler alert, if you haven't played through it yet, stop the video now, because I don't want to spoil it for you. So, here's your warning. Okay, so as we all know, we get on the train where Rourke is, we bomb the train, we kill Rourke underwater, and we swim to the shore. And then after a little bit, Rourke comes up, punches Logan in the face, or I should say us in the face, drags us away, and our brother is left, screaming our name, Logan! And then cut to black. And then after the credits, we can briefly see that we're in a pit in the jungle, and we can only presume that we're going through the same torture methods that Rourke had to go through with the Federation. Now, this has got to be one of the best cliffhangers I've ever seen because I honestly did not see it coming, and I would have loved for there to be a Ghost Part 2, and we could finally find out what happened to Logan, because that would have been so cool. But as we know, Ghost number 2 got scrapped, and in its place was Advanced Warfare, which I will talk about in another video. But with that being said, guys, that's going to do it for me. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.